It turns out over 60% of Ghanaians are willing to leave this country if they get the chance. And it's understandable. I would leave this place if I could. And here's the thing. Everybody wants to go. We are rejecting where we came from, and by so doing, rejecting our culture, rejecting our heritage, rejecting everything that makes us a people, rejecting everything that makes us African. We've adopted their languages and we are even shy to speak our own. Like, think about this. How is it normal that we are African, right? I'm Ghanaian and we are in Ghana. But it is a red flag if I go on a date with another Ghanaian who could even be in my tribe, right? Who could come from the same place I come from. But the moment you start speaking Chi, the moment you start speaking in your local dialect, especially if you're educated, that could be enough for you to get blocked. And I'm not even making this up. It's so crazy. The moment you go on a date with a girl and you start with I'm offended what to say. It's you're going to be blocked in real life and on the phone. Does it actually make sense? I mean, who are we trying to impress? We all want to be American so bad. We all want to be British so bad that we are losing sight of who we are. And if you speak to any Ghanaian or an African for that matter, it is extremely likely that that person will tell you they are not satisfied with the conditions in their country and would like to leave. It seems to be a major problem in most of the African countries, because on this list here showing the percentage of African citizens who are willing to flee their country, it paints a clear picture of the future of Africa, and it is not a good one. Ghana in third place with 65% of people willing to leave, and Nigeria with 51%. Which is not a small number. And another very huge problem that we need to address, or at least talk about, is, in my experience, most of the people who want to leave the country are people with higher levels of education. These people feel they deserve more. They deserve more than their country is providing for them. So why do I go through all the stress of learning engineering, medicine, whatever I learned in university, only to stay here in a very terrible place with terrible systems and suffer for the rest of my life? Because there are medical professionals who have not been paid for months, and it's not even their fault. I mean, if I was terrible at my job and you were not paying me, that would be fine, but it's going to hurt very much if I am very good at what I do and I keep showing up every day to help people, but I still don't get paid, and that is the problem. So obviously with this we can see why people want to leave, and I don't even think I needed to say all of that for you to understand why people want to leave this country. The bottom line is, there's no money here, our leaders are trash, and we would rather use everything that we've worked for, all the money we have in our bank accounts, to leave our homes and go sleep in the streets in a Western country. And that is so crazy. And I just thought of it. Isn't it crazy how it seems these Europeans are still trying to come to Africa for our resources? Because there are still a lot of resources in our land, and these people need these resources. They want them. I think in Congo they are mining for lithium, and we already know about this gold, diamond, and other things that we are constantly supplying these European nations. But for some reason, we still haven't figured out a way to make all those things resourceful and beneficial to us as a country, because those resources have definitely been beneficial to public officials and they know themselves. So yeah. Okay, so let's take this scenario. By some magical means, everybody who is willing to leave Africa, you are willing to leave Nigeria, you are willing to leave Ghana, South Africa, to a certain destination of your choice. Which country will that be? I think for most people, you are going to choose the United States or wherever. It doesn't really matter. But when this happens, when our goal as a people is to flee the country that we were born in, it, as I said earlier, does not paint a very good picture for the future of that country. Because if all our top professionals leave, then there will not be a lot of professionals still in the country to innovate and create the bright future we want for our continent. Look, this is a very serious matter, and I don't think people are treating it as such. Because when I was in the university, and even after I completed university, most of the lecturers and leaders in that institution will advise you to leave the country after you complete. Go and further your education, and even if you can, don't come back. But here's another thing. This is not very sustainable, because all of us cannot move to those countries. It's just not possible. And the leaders of these countries are catching on. We have Trump in power, who is willing to do everything in his power to deport every illegal in his country. And since the United States is the leader of the world, when they actually start deporting a lot of people back to their home countries, I think the other Western countries are also going to follow suit. So what do we do at that point when we are banned from traveling to those countries, when they won't even allow us to come and study in their universities, and we are stuck in the confines of our borders? Because it now seems like we have that freedom. We can travel to another country if things go wrong here, but that might not be the case in the next 10 to 20 years. And as I said earlier, we really are not investing in this country. In terms of our human resources, all the smart people, all the talented people are willing to leave this country. And whether you're going to admit it or not, that actually contributes to the underdevelopment that we are currently experiencing in this whole continent, to be honest. So when you look at the numbers and you talk to people, you realize how sad the situation we are in as a country, as a continent, and as a people is. But if you gave me a US visa, I would be gone. Alright, so I just thought I would make this short video about that. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so yeah, help with that. We only have a few more subscribers to reach that goal. So thank you for watching. Stay in your country and help build it up. And I'll see you another time. Thank you. Bye bye.